Hello everyone, and welcome back to A Country Life. Joe's doing his job, collecting the laundry today.
Mom, I'm helping Joe.
Oh, you're helping? That's nice. Maria's helping out Joe a little bit there, and it is 11:30. I'm just starting to vlog here today. What has happened so far? So this morning we actually had a funeral visitation to go to, and as soon as we got home there was a message that some parts were in, so he actually went to make a part run here before lunch. I was just going to get some things ready for lunch. I picked up this muskmelon, and this side was beautiful. When I picked it up, this whole side is just rotten and squishy. So I'm going to hope to salvage some of this muskmelon here, or cantaloupe, whatever you guys want to call it. Hoping to salvage some of that for lunch. And then I think for lunch we're just going to do some leftovers and maybe some lunch meat sandwiches if we don't have enough leftovers. So that's what's going on here. And I don't really know what today is going to bring, other than we do have a BMX race tonight and Amber does have drill team practice tonight. So that's life in our neck of the woods today. So you guys know that I always say, since I'm in the kitchen, I might as well be doing kitchen things. So here I am. I just had a couple bananas that were well past their fresh eating stage, so it was time to make those into something. So I decided to turn those into banana bread. And this recipe actually is an old recipe. It's from my nursery school, Sunday school teacher back from when I was, well, nursery school. So I must have been probably somewhere around 3, 4, 5 years old. Into the bowl of my KitchenAid, I put in there a cup of sugar and about 1/4 of a cup of shortening and 1/4 a cup of sugar. Gave that a little spin just to kind of blend that up nicely. Put in 2 eggs. So I needed 1/3 cup sour milk. Basically what I do is just add some lemon juice to the measuring cup, and then fill it the rest of the way with milk. That curdles it just a little bit, making basically buttermilk or sour milk. I needed 2 bananas. When they're so ripe the way these were, I don't even mash them. I just put them in whole, let my KitchenAid do the rest. Mix in a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I put in 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, and then I just gently blend that until it's nicely mixed. You don't want to over mix quick breads, otherwise sometimes you get those big tall peaks rather than a nice rounded top. As for the walnuts, I just break them up in the bag and pour those right in. I set my oven. This would be considered a slow oven in an old-time cookbook, which is 300 degrees. I spray my 2 small loaf pans. These are the same loaf pans that I used to bake with my mom when I was a little girl. We'd make all our harvest loaf in here, and I'm still using these quick bread pans to this day. So I just divided it between 2. Peter jumped in, of course you guys knew he would, and he wanted to put those in the oven, so he's going to set the timer now for I think 1 hour. You didn't burn yourself, did you?
Nope.
Good. Are you sure?
Yeah. I looked at the...
1 hour, which is 60 minutes.
So what do I...
Hit the timer on, and then hit the plus. Nope, hold it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. There we go. 1 hour. Hit the start button. The on off, yep. Good job.
1 hour?
Yep, 1 hour. And continuing in the kitchen, I decide that I really want to make the chicken tater tot hot dish in the crock pot again. I just start cubing up my chicken here, and I only need 3 chicken breasts for this recipe, but I go ahead and cube up all 5 of the chicken breasts that are in this package here, because then I'm just going to save the other ones already cubed, and then they'll just be ready for tomorrow's lunch or supper to do like a quick fry. I could put on some fajita seasoning, or I could put on, you know, just some seasoned salt or garlic salt, something like that, and they'll be real tasty. So the banana bread is out of the oven now, and that was in for 1 hour and 5 minutes. I did cut up the remaining 2 chicken breasts, so 3 of them had gone into the crock pot recipe. These 2 I'm just going to put a cover on, stick into the fridge, and we'll use those like probably tomorrow or something. I'll just fry those up quick with a little Italian seasoning and some garlic salt, and fry them up in a little bit of lard, and then we'll just put them over like green salad or something like that. That'll make a nice lunch. And the kids, oh, they're done now. They had just discovered Looney Tunes. I don't know.
No, I knew of Looney Tunes.
You knew of Looney Tunes, but...
No, kids didn't.
But Peter just learned of them. And anyways, they were watching some Looney Tunes on YouTube and thought those were pretty funny.
It's baseball.
And Joe found a baseball outside. And Peter,
Baseball.
yes, a baseball. Maria, you've got a cute little doll there.
Can we
Don't
go
touch my hand.
swimming?
I've got chicken on my hand. Don't touch it.
Swimming.
We are going to go swimming, but I have some things I have to do first. Why don't you have Sam take you? Why don't you get them down to the water, okay?
What?
Yay, you'd love to do that. I know you would. Yep, I'm going to finish putting away the lunch, get all this food taken care of, get everything put away, and then I'll be down there too.
Yeah, let's go.
So here we are. It's actually 1:17 now, and I just kind of wrapped up all of my kitchen stuff. I actually did the dishes, and then I walked around, and I ended up collecting even more dishes. Sam had transferred over his laundry, so that freed up the washing machine for me, so I got a load of towels going. So Sam has the kids down swimming. I promised them that I would come down, but I do have a load of laundry to fold, so I'm gonna get that done really fast here. Yeah, so it's just been just like a regular day of just kind of doing all the mom things done, always looking ahead a day or two to see what has to happen today to make those days go smoothly. So that's kind of really all that's been going on here today. I like your roads.
No.
You're doing the same thing that Dad's doing today, aren't you? You are. You know what? I want you to have a drink of water, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I have to remind Joe, or actually bring water to him, because he will not just like feel that urge for thirst until it is way too late. So I like to just bring him some water, especially on hot days like today when he decides to wear a hoodie. Why are you wearing that? You don't know why? Were you cold?
Sort of.
Just sort of.
Yeah.
I bet you're pretty hot now, aren't you?
Yeah.
But you got a great spot here in the shade. This is perfect.
Yeah. It's tight.
Yeah, look at what you're doing. You're building some roads with your off-road dump truck. And what do you have over here? More dump trucks?
My dad.
Dad has one like that?
Mike.
Oh, Mike has one like that?
Yeah.
Mike who?
Here is excavator.
Oh, yep, an excavator like that?
Yeah. It's a big, big dump truck.
I love it. Drink up some more water, okay?
Okay.
I was just down in the garden for the last probably hour to hour and 20 minutes or so. Here, can I have the water now? Thank you. And I was just doing some more weeding. I find that, you know, there's always this balance between doing what the kids want to do and doing what I want to do. And what I want to do is be down in the garden and just kind of, I wouldn't call that a lazy day, but just a day where I'm not in a rush trying to get everything done. And kids want to go swimming. So you saw that we had gone swimming for a while, and when everybody was just thoroughly happy and content from swimming and we went back up to the house, that's when I then sneak down to the garden, because I know they're gonna just play or probably have a popsicle or something like that. You know, Joe's out on the sand pile for the last, he's been out there the whole time I was down in the garden. But yeah, so I was just able to come down here and do some more weeding. I'm gonna give you guys a little update here. Okay, so a little update. I'm not sure if I mentioned here actually on my channel that I bought 15 bales of straw and covered the whole garden in straw, trying to smother out the weeds, because I was growing a lawn. I mean, you guys can see all the grass still coming up. Just about everything down here that I consider a weed is grass. So Sam's just showing up. He's gonna do some weed trimming for me. But yeah, so what I thought was gonna happen was that the straw would smother out like 90% or more, I was hoping, of the weeds. And I think it's probably smothered out about 60%. And so I've still been coming down and just weeding right up close. So yesterday, I think I shared that I did my cucumbers, the watermelon, I did the onions over there, some green beans. But today I came down and I think everything's looking really, really good here. But I just kind of went in between the beans there and weeded, trying to just pull up the grass without disturbing the straw too much. Because I figured each time I disturb the straw, it's probably going to make space for more weeds to come through. So I did the beans, then I did the lettuce down there, I did the dill here. That's my favorite thing to weed because I love it when you brush up against it. It smells so good. Then I came over and did the peppers again, even though I just did those, I think it was yesterday or the day before. But these are my biggest peppers. But look at how little the peppers still are. They're still tiny, tiny. And yeah, they have not done much. So I wanted to just try to get down the weeds that were right around them so they weren't competing. But anyway, yeah, that's just kind of a garden update here. I do have a lot of Roma tomatoes coming. There's a small one. Let's see here. Here's another. I have to make sure I'm getting it into the camera here. Here's another really nice one. And then over here, I think these are the celebrities. I have lots of really nice ones coming there too. So really happy with the tomato growth. Peppers, not so much. Everything else is looking really good. Nothing to harvest yet though, but it's still early. Okay, so you need me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I want all this grass here, even the grass that's like right here along this little wooden strawberry patch. You can do that grass too. Try to do it so that it actually just falls and doesn't throw, because if it throws, it's going to start...
I can't really...
You can't?
Guarantee where the
grass goes. Okay, well, just do your best, but try not to get the grass thrown over into the garden, okay?
Okay.
So, and then over on that side too, do you see over there?
Yep.
So everywhere where there's this fresh, green, lush grass, that's what I want you to
Okay.
do. Whoa, let me move. All right, so I'm just gonna leave him to that. And yeah, this is just a really plain old look into my day and just kind of what we do when we have a day at home. I have to look at the time and see where we're at. That way we might go and check on the P.O. box yet this afternoon. And what else? I do know that I have to transfer those towels over to the dryer. Oh, and I'm happy to report that when I went in, the dishwasher had just gotten done a little before that, and I opened up right away. So hopefully we should have some dry dishes in a little bit, excuse me, as soon as the steam all kind of evaporates away. So I just want to mention to all of you that are subscribers, if you could just quick do a little double check and make sure that you're still subscribed to my channel, if you want to be subscribed, that is, because I've been hearing from people, from a number of people actually, that somehow they are getting unsubscribed, and so then they're not finding out when I post a new video. So a couple people had emailed me and just said, hey, I thought that maybe you weren't putting out videos anymore, but then because I wasn't getting the notifications, and then when I looked, I was actually unsubscribed. So if you want to be subscribed, double check to make sure that you actually are subscribed, and I guess that's it. And then you've noticed that YouTube also has kind of changed up their way of doing notifications. So if you do want to be notified when a new video is out, rather than just kind of watching for it, you know, on your own, if you want YouTube to notify you, you have to hit the bell. And then when I think there's like 3 options that will pop up in like a little drop down menu when you tap the bell, and you want to tap the one that says all notifications, and so that will let you know, that will actually make sure that those show up in your feed, and it'll, you know, give you a little notification. And then beyond that, if you are getting these notifications on something like a phone or a tablet, then you want to make sure that you have that device also set up. And I think you have to go into your settings. You have to have that device set up so that it will actually allow YouTube notifications. So it's really quite an involved process right now. And, you know, I'm not trying to look like I'm greedy and trying to get everybody to watch every single video here, but I do know that there are people that want to watch these videos, and I want to make sure that you guys know how to be the first to be notified. So that's, I guess, that. Okay, let's do laundry. Looks like Sam's laundry is done. I am all about meaningful work in this household, and so Amber and Sam both do their own laundry. Plenty of times I will shuffle it maybe from the washer to the dryer for them, or from the dryer into a basket for them, but basically they, you know, they manage their own laundry, fold it now all on their own, and put everything away. And I think that's important for them to just kind of have to manage their time and get some of those necessities of life figured out. So I'm going to transfer all our towels into the dryer here. I don't know if anybody remembers watching their mom or grandmother do laundry, like if, you know, would be post wringer washer era, but I remember both my mom and my grandma, every item they would shake, then they would throw it in the dryer, shake the next one, take the next thing out, shake it, like almost like they were fluffing it. I always feel like they would be horrified if they saw me do this, because I don't shake anything. I just throw the whole ball in. Whoops, I know this is really bad footage, but I'm trying to work and talk and kind of make sense here for you guys too. So, all right, let's hit start. Whoops, we need a dryer sheet. Alrighty. Towels and start. All right, here it is. It is 9:59 here this evening, and we went to BMX tonight, but I completely...
It's not evening.
Well, evening, night, sweetie, it's the same thing. I completely forgot to take the camera along to BMX tonight, but we did have a BMX race, and Amber took Rhythm off to drill team practice tonight, so we pretty much had a pretty busy evening. Just kind of forgot to take the camera along with us, but here we are. We're just kind of winding down the night. We all just got home. Peter is having a little snack of some cherries. The girls have ants. That's why you hear the vacuum cleaner going. We picked up a towel in their room and there were ants, which is a total bummer, but we live on an ant hill basically. I mean, we are in sand country, so it's really hard to escape the ants this time of year, but we had been escaping them nicely. But here we are with ants. What else is going on? We are just going to try to tidy up the house. The porch needs to be tidied. I want to get those clean dishes put away. Just kind of consolidate the dirty dishes so we can load those in the dishwasher in the morning. I have some bread to wrap up here. That's the banana bread. I have whatever. So just all kinds of things that just kind of have to get wrapped up here before we head off to bed tonight. So again, it was super fun hanging out with you guys for the day. I hope that you guys are liking these vlogs. And here is the comment of the day. So that's been fun, kind of highlighting your comments. Yes.
And tomorrow is the Iowa car show.
You're right. What are you going to look for at the Iowa car show? I
have no idea.
You don't know? Okay. Well, say goodnight to everyone.
Good night.
Put your hand up to the camera.